Highway Boys by Zach Bryan is going to be played in standard tuning, and for this song you will need to know an F, a C, a G, and an A minor, with a little bit of embellishments here and there. The intro begins on an F chord. The way that it sounds like this chord is being played to me is ring finger on the 5-string 3 fret, pinky finger on the 4-string 3 fret. You'll be hammering and pulling off with your second finger on the 3-string 2 fret, and then your first finger on the 2-string 1 fret. So if you just want to strum strings 5, 4, 3, and 2, that's probably the easier of the two ways to play this chord. Or what I do to add a bit more low end is I grab with my thumb. Notice me reaching around to grab the one fret of the 6th string. So this first chord will begin with your second finger is actually up off the fretboard. You'll strum up and then down, and as you strum down, you'll put your second finger down on the 3-string 2 fret. And then as you strum back up, you'll lift your second finger, and then as you strum back down, you'll put your second finger back down so that you get, and you strum back up with your second finger up. So up, down, up, and that's what your right hand is doing, and your second finger on your left hand is doing that same thing, up, down, up. So, and then you move into a C chord, which is take your ring, your pinky, and your second fingers and just transition them down one set of strings so that now your ring finger is on the 6-string 3 fret, your pinky finger is on the 5-string 3 fret, and your second finger is on the 4-string 2 fret, with your first finger still on the 2-string 1 fret. So now in the C chord, you can hammer on with your second finger to the 4-string 2 fret. Notice that I'm hitting that strum with my second finger off the fretboard, and then I'm hammering on my second finger to the 4-string 2 fret. So the strumming pattern here, let me go ahead and kind of address some of the strumming pattern. It's not really following like a clear up, down, 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 up, whatever sort of sequence. It's more just feel of something along those lines. So if what I'm doing is like up, down, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, something along those lines. So you do that transition back to the chords. You do that transition between the F to the C, F to the C, I think 3 times. And on the 3rd time, you're then going to fall down to an A minor. That will be an open 5-string, second finger on the 4-string 2 fret, ring finger on the 3-string 2 fret, first finger on the 2-string 1 fret, open 1 string, strumming from the open 5-string down. You'll hit that, just a down strum. And then you're going to walk up to the C chord. By walk up, what I mean is that we're going to move from the A minor to that C major, but we're going to get there by adding kind of this passing note of a B. So we're going to move out of the A minor to second finger on the 5-string 2 fret, and then fall into your C chord. Probably sounds good with that hammer on there. And the strumming there is kind of like up, down, up, down, up, down. So that has us through the whole intro very quickly, what that comes together. So this is the second time through on the F to C, 3rd time through, A minor, walk to the C. Now the verse is going to be just F to C. In the F to C, actually it does the same thing as the intro, but you lose the choppiness of the it's just on the F, it's a hammer on to the F chord, and then go to the C chord, and you pull off on the C chord. So like hammer on the F, so down, up, down with my right hand, move to the C, down, up, down, again with the right hand strumming, but on the last down, pull off your second finger from the 4-string 2 fret. A minor to the B to the C. So that's what the verse does over and over again. Whenever we get to the chorus will be an F chord to a C chord to a G chord to an A minor chord. So the only new chord here is this G chord. So we're moving from the F to the C to now the G chord. I've got my ring finger on the 6-string 3 fret. I'm letting my ring finger just block out the 5-string, but if you want to play a traditional G chord and put your second finger down on the 5-string 2 fret, you can. Open 4, open 3, open 2, pinky finger pulled back to the 1-string 3 fret. So F to C to G, and then an A minor. Same A minor as before, but in this first A minor, you can hear it go. So the way that you do that is in the A minor, I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think it's in a 16th pattern that's running, but anyway, I kind of just feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3 is kind of how I'm feeling it. That's probably not the right count, but down, 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 and then I'm striking up on the open 6-string, and then reaching with my ring finger to grab the 6-string 3 fret. I pluck it, and then I bend that note, and then immediately hit the open 5-string behind that bend. So it's like I'm kind of sliding up to the A note, but it's a bend, and then hitting the open 5-string behind it. So down, 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 up, bend, A minor again. And then repeat, F to C to G to A minor. And then each time in this A minor, there seems to be some little embellishment that I'm just not really hearing correctly, probably. But you can do any sort of embellishment of picking up either your second, your ring, or your first finger, or pulling off hammers or pulls in an A minor. Hammers or pulls of those fingers in an A minor is always fair game, or reaching to get that G note again. And if it's easier for you to reach, it's easier to reach with the pinky finger, do it with your pinky finger. That way you can just keep your A minor intact. F to C to G to A minor. It does that like 3 times. And the last time through, it kind of quiets down. And the last time through, instead of returning to the A minor, it goes F, C, G, back to the C before going back into the intro rounds of and in that intro you get that chunky of up, down, up with your right hand and your second finger on your left hand mimicking that to get the hammer-on feel. Last thing I didn't mention is that in the last round of each verse, it builds on the C. So, build, 2, 3, 4, chorus. So just remember that it builds on that C at the end of each verse. And I think that's it. So those are the chords and the movements to Highway Boys by Zach Bryan. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.